Hey everyone, Tony Dragon here, and I am reacting today to the newest Alexander the Great versus Ivan the Terrible epic rap battle of history, season 5 episode. Not really newest at this point. Sorry I've been so late with these videos, but I'm going to try to make it up to all of you. I will hurry up with this video, but first I will say that I have made it pretty clear that this season has not been the best, at least in my opinion. It started off kind of really strong with George R.R. Martin versus J.R.R. Tolkien. But as time progressed, it just kind of felt like a lot of the rap battles were one-sided. Like, they were too afraid to really stick the knife in there for certain characters. Thomas Jefferson versus Ferguson. Ferguson clearly won. And even Thomas Jefferson, halfway through his own rap, he just ended up apologizing throughout the whole thing to Ferguson. Just like, is this really a rap battle? And then Gordon Ramsay versus Julia Child again felt kind of one-sided, with Ramsay not being represented well. He was just kind of his character was exaggerated, and not much was actually, looked into about how he is outside of his show. And of course, the more controversial one that actually did get a lot of dislikes in the video itself, Bruce Banner versus Bruce Jenner. Yeah, Bruce Jenner got way too much screen time, way too many verses. It just felt like a one-sided battle, Like, look, it's Hulk. That's good enough, right? Because all the quality in terms of rapping is going to Bruce Jenner. We almost spent no time on Hulk's, writing. We just went it all for Bruce Jenner. And what's sad is I actually looked up the guy who was playing Bruce Jenner in there, and I saw some of his rapping capabilities, and he's really good. I mean, ridiculously good. And I almost didn't see much of that in his character in Bruce Jenner during the rap battle. It just felt like he was limited in his lines. And I think it was written in a way that just to avoid offending the LGBT community, with Bruce Jenner. And yeah, that was a huge mistake on their part. They shouldn't have done that. They should have just gone balls to the walls and, just ignore criticism from people who were offended or think Bruce Jenner is a saint, because there are some people that still think that, because Bruce Jenner is not a saint. He really isn't. He's just a guy who, who in a way took advantage of the situation. Not saying he didn't want to be a woman. He just took advantage and got as much publicity as he could out of the whole thing, and he really wasn't helping the community in saying, bring him courage to take the operation, because it's not courage that's really necessarily necessary. It's knowing the full extent of what's, gonna happen when you take the operation. But I'm gonna stop here. I'm not gonna talk about that. But like I said, season 5, not their best work. I've seen better from the previous seasons, and I'm hoping it gets better, because Alexander the Great versus Ivan the Terrible, both great conquerors, great figures in history. I'm more prone to Alexander the Great. I really like the guy, or at least, what I know of him. Ivan the Terrible, I've heard a decent amount of things about him. But yeah, I'm definitely going for Alexander the Great. I'm going for him. I'm hoping he's gonna win, but let's find out. All right, starting the video in 3, 2, 1. History. Alexander the Great. Yeah.
Goliath claimed and I claimed and thrive and try to survive and no surviving. Your land broke, I'm a land expanded, hand to your first loss. Alexander, like Aristotle, back your heart and hit that bottle. Nothing but an overrated life, no question. The first son of all of Russia. You're an asshole winning and a slowly. Heaven sent divine and holy. So don't even try, they were books for God. Your case, you suck like no garage.
Hey fella, swell diss, but now you got the panhellenist from Pelahellapis. Stepping up's foolish as well as useless. Little Vasa, you bitch, let me spell out the list. I brought foes to their knees in Phoenicia, breezed through Gaza to Giza, had the Balkans, Persia, Syria, Iraq, and Pakistan to my expansion pack. While you die in the middle of a game of chess, you got vodka bars, flavorless, and what I'm about to spit will be the craziest. So go fix me a drink so I can stay refreshed. Glory for the glory I got from winning every single war that I fought. So this'll be straightforward. I'll take up this sword that I brought and slice you in half like the Gordian knot. And I'll soar to the top like the eagle whose feather I was born in. The helmet that I wore as I swatted my many enemies, shattered them like a porcelain pot, and leave me praying for the torture to stop. But I would leave them contorted and make me screaming and roaring until their vocal cords were torn up and shot. And I would howl abuse, laugh and let high from my horsey and dry.
I
don't stand a chance against your skills. Althrovia, a drink to your victory.
Yes, I will. Seems
Wait,
no
don't
one
do
can
it.
defeat me. I weep. It's all so easy.
What's wrong?
I feel a bit queasy.
You're poison.
Oh, the pain is unbearable. My stomach's riddled with holes.
I'm terrible. There's no great who could defeat this Russian.
What about a fruit busted Persian?
What? Frederick the Great?
First serve a mistake. I'll make attack, not say exactly straight. I've got creative talents and battle malice. Hard to steal on the field, genteel in the past. Just fucked up, I don't wonder why. You turn your head, target head, bang, oh my. Hey, you got tear out my eyes. If I had a look at your trophies every night, I'll bring me my chair. I'm weird from tearing you a new derriere from here to Red Square. Thought of 7 years for, I ain't scared of his arms. Beating you only took me 12 bars.
Oh, the humiliating defeat. I know when I am beat. So of course, take a seat.
I keep ripping you to shreds, but I'll take a break instead and just rest my little head.
While you're not dead, Fred! My expectations were a lot higher.
They're just killing everyone.
I saved the rubles on the grandma. It's another great day and another great victory. Cause no great can beat me.
What about me, Pompey?
They look great.
Sidonians, Prussians, and Romans, those unworthy opponents. It takes a Russian to take down a Russian. I'm a cat, you're a rodent. Hurry the hell, I stay when the state of your hair is such a crazy one. There's such sick shit going through your brain, and you send this right through your own son. You're on balance like I am balanced, but you're being powers with the world I weigh. The Russian Empire straight out the olden days, and right into the golden age. I'm the first bitch, say you just can't get away with this.
Got a great voice, damn.
What a beautiful queen to beat me in the battle. Accept this gift, your highness, I hear you. Enjoy the saddle.
That whole story is a pile of shit. Though I do keep jumping at the bit. Russian never gonna get it yet. Couldn't spin in my chamber if there's a Russian roulette. I'm picking up where Peter the Great left off. Pretty sexy, back to house Roman on. Don't call me queen, I'm far more great. And princess on a bitch, checkmate.
Damn, okay, so they're taking a break. This is kind of like the first half of season 5. Second half coming later. Alright. What? Megan Tones, I believe her name was? Let me see. Oh, Megan Tonjes? I need to see one of her videos to know how to pronounce her name. Zach Sherwin as Alexander the Great. Kind of sad Alexander the Great wasn't like the actual opponent. It was just more Ivan the Terrible versus all the people called Great. You know, I guess it was more of the name Terrible versus the name Great. You know. And it almost seemed like all the great people were just kind of full of themselves, and that allowed Ivan the Terrible to take advantage of them. You know, first the poisoning, then the dying in the chair. Was that supposed to be an indication that this Frederick the Great he died of a heart attack or something, or stroke? Now, see, I'm not a big history buff. You know, which probably would help me enjoy the series a lot more, since it is Rap Battles of History. But yeah, and then Pompey the Great, he just gone. But yeah, I mean, Let me see what's. I just want to real quick reminder here, because yeah, this woman here, whoa, Catherine the Great, such a great she had such a great part. It almost makes me wish, just like, why wasn't it just Ivan the Terrible versus this woman? Because she was amazing. Her voice, her lyrics, her presentation, her bombastic presence, just everything about it. Just like, why have us sit through all those other characters, when they're not really gonna do much? I mean, they themselves have some great lines, but yeah, you felt like they were just kind of, rushing them out to get to Catherine the Great, to get to the kind of, I guess, guest rapper, guest singer. Because even Ivan the Terrible didn't have that many verses. He was just mostly winning, in the sense he was killing people, killing the other greats. Like I said, not their best season so far. But I see signs of it could have been amazing. Because again, I don't mind bringing in talent from outside. That's the point. You bring in talent from outside to help expand what people you can represent from moments in history. But you save some of these characters for actual battles that you can use them in. Alexander the Great, Frederick the Great. I don't know about Pompey the Great. I don't know about what he's about. I'm guessing he wasn't that important since he was killed off instantaneously. But you could still use them, but the fact that they were just killed off right here easily, it's kind of hard to bring them back for any future rap battles, if they do decide to bring them back. Why not just have Catherine the Great versus Ivan the Terrible? But then again, I guess they wanted to show, Ivan the Terrible in this sense, in his best way, by having him kill two of the greats, or at least one of the greats, and the other two just died off somewhere off in the distance. Because Ivan the Terrible did not have that presence. I almost don't remember a single verse of his. But again, Catherine the Great, Megan Tone. I'm gonna call her Megan Tones. Yeah, I'm calling her Megan Tones. Even though there's a J there, so I might be not pronouncing it right. I want to just call her Megan Tones until I see one of her videos and maybe learn her how to pronounce her name. Yeah, because she was amazing. Like, just have her, throughout the whole video from beginning to end, against someone who can actually, throw back some killer verses as well. Go back to the formula of just having two, and save this multiple, character, rapping battle for like season premieres or season endings. I don't really think people would mind if we had, make these actually like special, make them an event. Just an all-out battle royale kind of thing. But it was still great, mainly in, Megan Tones' area. And yeah, I'm still excited for the next episode, which it probably seems like it won't be for a while, since we have to wait for the second part to come up. So can't wait for that. So until then, I'm Tony Dragon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.